All right, good evening everyone. Welcome to Lukmaan IAS. This is the DTRS session, Daily Takkar Rapid Series. So daily we are discussing these 10 MCQs based on the current affairs of the day, and these MCQs are being compiled as a monthly magazine that is called as DTRS magazine, which is available on subscription basis of Lukmaan IAS website. Today's lead topic is International Court of Justice. ठीक है, तो इंटरनेशनल कोर्ट ऑफ जस्टिस क्यों न्यूज में था? रिसेंटली इट टॉक्ड अबाउट द इजरायली ऑक्यूपेशन इन Gaza Strip. So legality of that occupation it was talking, and that's why we are covering this international organization. Every year, minimum 2-3 questions they are asking from such kind of, let's say, international organizations, or we can say that the initiatives or the publications of these organizations, and that's why we should cover these important organizations, especially UN related organizations, United Nations. So first MCQ will discuss on this topic, and other 9 MCQs based on 9 relevant topics. But before that, daily we are also discussing quotations that have been asked in your ethics paper since 2013. Briefly we are discussing these quotes so that you are able to understand how to deal with this particular type of questions. Now we have reached to 2019. We have started since 2013. So you can see the previous sessions so that you can understand and brainstorm on these, let's say, mains questions, GS4 ethics paper. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, so yes, that is true. We can say that Mahatma Gandhi, you can, in introduction, you can write about Mahatma Gandhi and how he emphasized on purity of means. And he also talked about purity of thoughts. Why? Because he believes that what person thinks, basically that thought result into actions, and the conduct of person can be predicted from the thought process of that person. So if the thoughts are good, positive, or the person is thinking in an ethical manner, we can say that, or having positive attitude, and then we can say that that will result into good conduct, ethical conduct. Ethical conduct. But if you see the thoughts are negative, then what will happen? There will be unethical conduct. Both you should give some examples from day-to-day life, also civil servants, right? When the person is having negative thoughts, let's talk about, we can say that the let's say in business sector, if the person is having negative thought of earning the money through illegal means, then the person is basically let's say doing some kind of unethical act. The person will let's say do the tax evasion, tax avoidance, or the person will bribe the government officials to, let's say, get some kind of permission. So these kinds of things happens when the person is having negative thought process. Same is for, we can say that, the kind of, let's say, thoughts that person is having towards certain sections of society, towards women, towards lower caste people, towards LGBTQ community, towards the other let's say people belonging to other religion. So thought process becomes, that means the person actions, conduct will be flowing from the thought process. Same if you talk about the good, so the good people, when the thought, so when there is nothing ill feeling about the other people, then the person, we can say that, having good thoughts, and that will result into good actions also, like helping the other people in the needy situation. Okay, so that we can say that the person becomes a benign person, or we can say compassionate person, because the person is having the empathy towards the other people. Same you can give example of civil servants also. Civil servants who have, let's say, ill intentions to join, let's say, those aspirants who are basically joining this civil service with ill intention. You can give the example of Pooja Khedkar. Okay, so Pooja Khedkar thoughts, negative thoughts, or we can say ill thoughts, and you can see the actions that she is involved in. So she has morphed all the identification documents, and also, let's say, disability related documents. So basically the conduct, the person becomes the cheat. Okay, the person is cheater now, the person is having weak character, becomes. Understood. So you can give certain examples and go on elaborating like this, and you can give further relevance to Mahatma Gandhi and his thoughts. That's why he talks about purity of thoughts, and how we can do that purity of thoughts. Since childhood itself, there should be inculcation of good values among the children through socialization process. Right kind of socialization by social actors like parents, mother, father, and we can say teachers, overall social institutions, that will result into good value system, and that will result into, we can say that, the good thought process, and that basically makes the good person. Fine. Now, yes, one announcement related to budget simplified. Yes, yesterday union budget, full length budget of the 18th Lok Sabha was presented by the finance minister, and that will be in detail analyzed by our faculty. Tomorrow it will be live, online as well as offline. We can say you can attend this session in offline manner at Lukmaan IAS at 2:30 p.m. Remember this, 2:30 you can join this particular, we can say, session. Also, GS Foundation batch at Lukmaan IAS is going to start from 26th of August 2024, and this batch is going to be targeting for 2025 attempt. So if you are preparing by self, आपके NCERTs पढ़ के हो चुका है, आप घर पे self study थोड़ा बहुत कर चुके हैं, but you need to know now the detailed syllabus, you need to learn many things and also do the answer writing practice. So for that you need to join the foundation batch, and we at Lukmaan IAS provide you a very comprehensive foundation for this examination through this foundation batch. So you can join this batch. It is going to start from 26th of August. These are the 10 topics we will discuss through MCQs today. Let's go in detail and solve these MCQs one by one. बताइए क्या आंसर होना चाहिए इसका? Yes, online students, give answers in the comment box. Yes, International Court of Justice. It is principal organ, judicial organ of United Nations. It was set up in 1945 through a charter of United Nations and started working in 1946. Okay, now its headquarters is located in Peace Palace. कहाँ पर है ये Peace Palace? Yes, everyone knows about this. Hague, Netherlands. Hague, Netherlands. Okay. So yes, principal organ of judicial organ of United Nations. This is correct. Only states that are members of United Nations can be parties in cases before ICJ. This is incorrect. The other parties can be also, let's say, presenting their cases before ICJ. So this is incorrect statement. The judges of ICJ, there will be total 15 judges. These judges are appointed for a term of 9 years. So on an average, every 3 years, there is election for 1/3 judges who are retiring from this body. Okay, 9 years, every 3 years, there will be election, and these will be elected the majority of votes from UN General Assembly as well as Security Council. Okay. Yes, ICJ's decisions are binding on all UN member states. This is incorrect. It is binding on only parties involved in the conflict, dispute. Only those parties. So this is incorrect. So we can say that 1 and 3 is the correct answer here. What should be the answer? A is the correct answer. Right. So additional information also. Yes, the detailed explanation is attached in the, let's say, as a PDF to this particular video in the description, so you can download it and read it later. Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary was in news. Why? क्यों news में था ये? Some of the tourists were trapped in Wayanad Sanctuary because of, let's say, incessant rainfall going on there, and they were rescued. So Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary कहाँ पर है? It is very important and famous one also, especially for which particular species, animal species? Yes, lion-tailed macaque. Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary कहाँ पर है ये? केरला में. Part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. That is correct, we can say. This is incorrect. कर्नाटका लिखा हुआ है, केरला में है ये. The sanctuary is home to largest population of tigers. This is incorrect, right? Largest population of tigers कहाँ पर है? Yes, it is, we can say that Jim Corbett. कहाँ पर है Jim Corbett? Uttarakhand, right? Yes, about 260. Second largest, we can say that it is in Bandipur Tiger Reserve, Karnataka. So this is incorrect fact. Established in the year 1973. This is correct fact. So 2 and 4. What should be the answer? C is the correct answer, right? Okay. Next question. अगला क्वेश्चन देखिए, कावेरी रिवर, yes it was in news. So Karnataka government has proposed that they are going to have Kaveri Aarti on the lines of Ganga Aarti. ठीक है, तो इसलिए ये न्यूज में था ऑफ कोर्स, एंड लेट्स से इट वाज इन न्यूज बिकॉज ऑफ डिफरेंट डैम्स व्हिच आर ओवरफ्लोइंग बिकॉज ऑफ एक्सेस रेनफॉल, साउथ वेस्ट मानसून. Kaveri river originates in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Absolutely incorrect. Anyone can easily eliminate this. कहाँ से originate होता है? कर्नाटका. Talakaveri place in Kodagu district of Karnataka. So this is incorrect. The river empties in Bay of Bengal. This is correct. From Karnataka, it drains into the lower riparian state, that is Tamil Nadu, and thereafter it drains into we can say that Bay of Bengal. The Mettur Dam is one of the major dams constructed across Kaveri River. This is we can say that correct. Mettur Dam and Stanley Reservoir. ठीक है, तो ये कहाँ पर है? तमिलनाडु में. So Mettur Dam, remember this. So how many statements are correct here? 2 and 3, no? Which of them? 2 and 3. B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. All right. Then the State of World's Forest Report 2024 was recently released by which of the organization? Yes, Food and Agriculture Organization releases this State of World's Forest Report 2024. This has been released. FAO, basically it is a UN specialized agency. Its headquarters is in Rome, Italy. So B is the correct answer. All right. Now, the zebra mussel, invasive species, it was in news, capable of wiping an entire aquatic ecosystem, has been found for the first time in Colorado River, is categorized as, yes, it is basically a mollusk. Okay, it is a mollusk, zebra mussel, and it is an invasive species, and it is very harmful for aquatic ecology, we can say ecosystem. So D is the correct answer. D is the correct answer. All right. Then how many of the above given are the applications of LIDAR technology, light and detection ranging technology? Already UPSC has asked question on different let's say technologies like radar, sonar, and even LIDAR they have asked somewhere in past. So LIDAR is basically based on the light emission and detection. Okay, so basically it is the light which is emitted and basically the detection is done through sensors. Similar to we can say that radar, but in radar what we use? We use microwaves, radio waves, and in sonar we have sound waves. So this LIDAR is more accurate than these two. More accurate, and we can say it can be very accurate in all weather conditions and even in low light, very low light conditions. So applications include agriculture, landscaping, terrain mapping, automotive vehicles, weather forecasting, target tracking, in terms of we can say aerospace. So all these are the applications. All these are the applications. So D is the correct answer here, right? D is the correct answer. All right. Then rogue waves, which are also called as freak waves. What are these? They are relatively rare, large and unpredictable ocean waves. Now, one can get confused rogue waves and tsunami waves. They are different ones. Tsunami waves are largely generated due to tectonic shifts that are happening on the ocean floor. But these rogue waves are generally formed because of the interference happening between two or more waves. Interference. So let's say two or more waves are merging with a similar, let's say, amplitude, state or phase. That will result into interference, and a larger amplitude wave is formed. That is called as rogue wave. It is wall-like, we can say, wave, very high, we can say, amplitude, and that's why we can say that it is called freak or rogue waves. During monsoon time period, such kind of waves are observed, and these can be observed in both deep and shallow waters. So this is, we can say, correct. Second one is incorrect. 1 and 3 is the correct answer here. B is the correct answer. All right. 8th question regarding Bagmati River. Okay, so Bagmati River was in news. Why? Because the Bihar Chief Minister has requested Nepal government to take certain actions. Why? Because this river is resulting into lot of flooding in Bihar. Yes, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, they are very prone to, we can say that, flooding because of shifting river courses, shifting rivers. because their channel is not fixed. When these rivers, Himalayan rivers, are coming on plains, they are basically having very high velocity, but there is no fixed channel through which the water is flowing. Earlier, Bagmati river was directly draining into, we can say that, Ganga river, but over the period its course shifted and now it is the tributary of Narayani river in Bihar. Narayani river in Bihar, and this Narayani river further drains into Ganga river. Okay, so we can say that here it is tributary of Brahmaputra. This is incorrect. Yes, it originates in Shivpuri hill ranges in Nepal. Okay, in Nepal. This is correct. And transpondary river between Bhutan and India likha hua hai, not Bhutan, it is Nepal. It is Nepal. So only one statement is correct here about Bagmati river. So we can expect such kind of questions. All right. Then the tribes in news and the states where the population is largely located. Bhil tribes were in news recently. They are basically demanding Bhil Pradesh. So yesterday only we discussed one topic. Bhil tribes, largely they are located in Madhya Pradesh, also in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan. इस ट्राई जंक्शन एरिया, चारों स्टेट्स का जो जंक्शन एरिया है वहां पे ज्यादा हम देखते हैं. भूमजी ट्राइब्स, इंटीरियर्स ऑफ ओडिशा, मयूरभंज डिस्ट्रिक्ट, वहां पर ज्यादा ये पाया जाता है भूमजी ट्राइब. एंड ओराउन ट्राइब, यस, इन झारखंड. सो ऑल थ्री आर करेक्टली मैच्ड हियर. सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. ओके. देन कार्बन बॉर्डर एडजस्टमेंट टैक्स, सो यस, और मैकेनिज्म, ठीक है, दोनों बोला जाता है. CBAM भी बोला जाता है इसको. दिस वाज रिसेंटली डिस्कस्ड इन इकोनॉमिक्स सर्वे. सो देयर विल बी सेपरेट डेडिकेटेड सेशन ऑन इकोनॉमिक्स सर्वे, लाइक वी आर गोइंग टू हैव टुमारो बजट सेशन. उसी तरीके से इस वीकेंड पे हम क्या करेंगे, इकोनॉमिक्स सर्वे पे एक डिटेल्ड सेशन लेंगे. दैट विल बी वेरी हेल्पफुल फॉर प्रीलिम्स एंड मेंस. So there was one chapter talking about the climate change and the clean transition, energy transition. Carbon border adjustment mechanism is basically the proposal of EU that is going to be implemented 2026. What it talks about, it is basically a kind of carbon tax on which goods, imported goods, and that too which are highly pollutant, or we can say that pollution oriented. Manufacturing of these goods result into lot of pollution, especially from developed and underdeveloped countries, developing and underdeveloped countries. जैसे कि हम देखते हैं iron and steel sector, or fertilizer sector, or cement sector. So they are, we can say, pollution intensive industries, and that's why the imports of all these goods from other countries, especially developing and underdeveloped countries, will be taxed by European Union countries under this mechanism. So European Union mechanism applies to agricultural products only. This is incorrect. First is correct. So we can say that A is the correct answer. All right. These are the 10 MCQs of the day. Now the last announcement, geography optional year-long test series that we are going to start from 27th July 2024. I myself will be the guide and mentor to all of you for this optional program. My name is Laxmikant, and we are going to have total 36 tests throughout this program. There will be first foundational test, 22 tests of 10 questions each from each chapter. We have designed these tests in a very basic manner. That's why the foundation, so that you have some answer writing practice for whatever the topics that you have in syllabus and the study material you are reading for them. Thereafter, the transitional, intermediate difficulty level, and after prelims, enrichment, total 10 tests at advanced level, we can say, where we can enrich our answers, and we should target for 280 plus or 300 plus in geography optional, and I am going to help you to achieve that. So you can join this and start writing test on 27th of July. If you want a detailed counseling session from me, you can contact Lukmaan IAS, and then we can have the detailed counseling session also.